In this video, we're going to be solving question 1 of 2021 Junior Maths Olympiad first round. We're asked to figure out the number of integers x that satisfy the inequality 12 is less than root x, which is less than 15. So we'll start by writing out this inequality that we are told that x satisfies. So 12 is less than root x, which is less than. And when you square, to cancel out this square root that we have here, we're going to square the whole expression. So once you do that, you have that 12 squared is less than root x squared, which is less than 15. So 12 squared is 144. So we have 144 is less than. And then this squared cancels the square root and you're left with x. So 144 is less than x, which is less than. 15 squared is 225. So now we know that if a number x satisfies this first inequality that we have here, then that number is also going to satisfy this last inequality that we have here. And we're told that x is an integer, right? So we're looking for integer values of x. So from here, we can conclude that x can be 145, since 144 is not included, 146, 147, and so on, up to 224. So these are the values that x can take, right? And remember, the question is not asking us what values can x take. Rather, they're asking us to find how many there are. So now, to finish solving this question, all we have to do is just to figure out how many numbers there are between, that's from 145 up to 224. Okay, to do this, we're going to go about it this way. So from 1 to, if we look at numbers 1, 2, 3 up to 224, there are 224 numbers here, yes. Then if we look at the numbers 1, 2 up to 144, there are 144 numbers here. But then what happens is that the 144 numbers here are also here. But then the numbers that are here, that are not here, are the numbers that we're looking to count in this place, right? So any number that is in this first expression that we have here, that is not in the second one, is included in this list of x that we have here in red ink that satisfies the inequality we're looking for. And since there are 224 numbers from 1 to 244 and 144 from 1 to 144, and we know that those that are in the first but not the second are the numbers we're looking for. It means that from 145 to 224, they're going to be 224 minus 144. So this means that there will be 224 minus 144. When we subtract this, that will be 80. So there'll be 80 numbers, or there'll be 80 integer values of x. Values of x that satisfy the inequality. So let me just go over this again. So we started by squaring both sides, and then we got that 144 is less than x, which is less than 225. And then from here, we got that the values of that x can take are 145, 146, 147, up to 224. So now we want to now know how many numbers there are, like 145, 146, 147. If we start counting it all the way to 224, how many numbers will we have? And to do that, it's just as simple as doing 224 minus 144. Since there are 224 numbers from 1 to 224, and the first 144 of them, that's 1 to 144, are not included. So that's why there will be 224 minus 144, which is 80 integer values that satisfy this. So since there are 80 numbers here, and all these numbers satisfy this inequality, and all the numbers that satisfy this inequality are here, we can conclude that the answer to this question is 80. So the correct answer here is, the correct option here is D. Yeah.